Hi guys, today I have a game for you played by Viswanathan Anand. Viswanathan Anand was one of the strongest players in the world and still is. He used to be in his prime during 2008 and in the late 1900s. 2008 he played against Kramnik, and this is like one of his most notable games. So Anand was playing with the black pieces, and Kramnik was playing with the white pieces. Kramnik is a very super strong world champion, former world champion, and from Russia. Um, I think he won the world championship 4 times, and Anand is a 5-time world champion. So this is a game against the world champions. So let's start. Kramnik plays d4, Anand plays d5, c4, and now we have the Slav by Anand, his most favorite opening, the Slav, and it transposes to semi-Slav. After e3, this is all main line. Bishop d3 takes on b5, a6, and c5. Black gets this queenside counterplay quickly and is still very solid. Kramnik takes on b5, takes and takes. And here, main line continues with capturing, as obviously, as you guys can tell. If you take, you have queen a5, double attack, and you lose. So the pawn is actually poisoned. Here, Anand plays queen b6, defending his pawn. And now Kramnik plays queen e2. So currently Anand is up a pawn, and the main line usually continues with b4. However, Anand deviates from the main line and plays bishop d7 instead here. Now he's going for a really aggressive line where he develops his pieces as quickly as possible, where we get the bishop to d6, bring the rook over, and try to launch a super powerful attack against the white king. So after bishop takes b5, bishop d6, rook d1, all of this is theory still, and rook g8. Here, this spin is quite menacing with this bishop attacking also over here. So Anand was actually the first one to actually come up with this gambit and this line. A very interesting opening novelty here. And here he plays g3, just trying to block this bishop and any of these tactics which could have been possible through the g file. And now he plays rook g4. This is a kind of an inaccurate move. Probably taking would have been better. After queen takes, and you'd have rook d1 and king here, but the king is quite safe because of a blockade. You'll bring the knight out, and yeah, here we have, okay, white has slight advantage still here due to the fact that his pawns are pushing really fast, and black does not have such a straightforward attack at this point. So here Anand plays rook g4, and now the idea is just to play knight d2, knight c4, and try to exchange pieces, because black's pawn structure isn't that great on the king side, and white has pass pawns on the queen side. So if we can exchange material, then these pass pawns can be very powerful. So Kramnik plays bishop f4 instead. He should have played knight d2. That would have been better. So he played bishop f4, challenging this bishop. Here Anand just takes the bishop. It just exchanges the pieces. Knight takes d4. This move is interesting because it opens it increases the pressure on the king, and it also opens up this rook. So this knight is very in a lot of danger. So like next move could be, if let's say he retreats, could be even knight takes on e6 could be very powerful, because now the entire position's opened. Or you might have, okay, rook here and bishop takes. It's, yeah, this is not good for black. The position's too powerful, because of this king is kind of misplaced. Queen h5 and trying to go for some attack could be also justifiable at this position. In this position, yeah, black is under quite some fire here. After which Anand just plays h5, trying to open up the position with h4 eventually. And yeah, so 96 was played, and we see the pin being exploited. The pin being exploited by Kramnik. A very strong move. Anand just takes, and now rook takes. King steps away, and queen d3, creating this basically taking control over the file and creating this barrel on the d file to gain control over the d file and counterattack the black's weak king. Anand just now he understands his rook is misplaced over there, so he just brings it down to exchange for this very strong rook over here. Takes and now takes on f4. The bishop was hanging. It's fine because now we have the open g file to contest for. So rook d8 attacking the queen with tempo, and king h6 defending the h5 pawn that the queen was attacking, at the same time making way for the rook to join the attack. So so king h1 was played, stepping out of the check. Stepping out of the check. Rook g1 anyways, rook g8 anyways played, and the idea could be like here and here. Yeah, the idea could be bishop here, queen here, and just and that queen would be forced to block. So let's just say if he plays something h4, we will have bishop g2. Now if obviously he can go to g1. If he plays here, we have, and now this is the king is gonna get really just exposed right now, because the rook is gonna join the party, and this is quite difficult for white here. Yeah, and even bishop f3, so many ideas here. Bishop f3 could be trying to push the queen away from defending the square, so that the black queen could check and win the rook in the corner. This could be an idea. So that would probably be Anand's plan. So okay, a4, bishop there, bishop h3, and trying to go to g4 probably. And now rook a3 was a big mistake. Instead, rook d1 would have been fine, as though he's down exchange. Kramnik would, his pawns are pushing really fast, so that would have been more playable. However, rook a3 and now rook d1, no, rook g1, and the position collapses. Here the king is forced to move, and now we have queen d4 check, king c2, queen g4 f3, and a bishop f5 check. And big mistake by Kramnik, allowing bishop takes c3, but Anand plays bishop h3, which is also a big mistake. Obviously Anand's plan is just to bring rook g2 and win the queen, and Anand still has a better position here. However, Kramnik here, Anand here could have played the wonderful bishop takes d3, and the game would have been over right here. Pretty sure Kramnik would have resigned right away, because if rook takes, we have just queen c4 and the game's over. Because if the king moves, you mate, and if the rook defends, then you just grab. Queen takes already like quite edgy, like even rook over here, and then takes on b2 would be, so he can't move there, so he has to move here, and we have check then, and this is mate technically. And if he moves in over here, for example, you have like queen there and followed by checkmate here. So this is the idea. But okay, Anand plays bishop h3, a5, rook g2, and now a6, and okay, he sacrifices his queen, but here it's not enough because you take, and now it's all checks. And here, over here, Kramnik resigns. The game could have continued with, it's a simple idea. You're gonna grab all of his pawns with checks, and now eventually your plan is to get this kind of battery. Okay, you let him queen, but then you'll queen again. So for example here, this is easily winning. So if let's say he queens, you just exchange queens, and now you just a bishop up, and you're already 2 pawns up here. You just bring the king over, and you just capture this pawn, and you promote. He has no ways of promoting this pawn, and if ever needed, we can sacrifice the bishop for this pawn, and it would be winning for black. So this would be a very simplistic way of winning the game. H4, and you can continue and just grab at this point. Again, if he queens now, though you're not winning, you know, rook up, you still have the queen on the board. Just move your queen and just promote this one, and it's game over. So this is a very well played game by Anand, and where he finds novelty in the game. This nice pawn sacrifice with bishop b7, and which is so this bishop b7 move, nice novelty, a very well played and instructive game played by Anand. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.